to the Wicked Bitter podcast. I don't know what episode this is. This has been a lot has happened since the last time we've done an episode. I'm Travis. I got Mike with me, and we got Josh with me,
aka the Collector, aka the Magic Eraser, aka the Shaquille Oatmeal, aka your favorite.
I like that one. Shaquille Oatmeal. I like that. Yo, why doesn't he go ahead and find somebody who will hook up like an oatmeal company and have his own brand?
Shaquille Oatmeal.
Shaquille Oatmeal. Shaquille Oats. I don't know. Yeah, like I was saying, a lot has happened since the last time we've done one. I've moved into another place. Josh has big life news. I don't know if you want to say it.
I'll say it.
Go ahead and say it.
I have been recently happily engaged to my now fiance, Christiana.
Yep.
And on top of that news, I also have a daughter on the way.
Look at that. Look at that. Hell yeah. It works, Josh. You know it works.
A little Mrs. AKA.
Yeah, a little Mrs. AKA. Do you guys know what you're going to name her yet?
Isabel.
So it's definite.
Yes.
You're going with Isabel. I like that.
Very nice. A
What
little iffy on the middle name so far.
What do we got?
Michael.
What do we got? I wanted to keep it in honor of my dad, so Michael. So what do we have? Are we allowed to say, or are you cool to air it out there?
Like I said, we've been just kind of debating between them. Yeah. So I think Elaine was one of them, or we thought about her mom's name. We thought about my mom's name, and so I don't know. We were really just in between.
Where is Elaine coming from? Is that from her? Is that from your fiance?
She randomly just texted me saying that that name, and I was like, why? And she was like, well, because it sounds good. I was like,
oh, okay, so there's no significance.
Yeah.
Well, you got some time still.
Yeah, 4 months.
You don't like it. I don't know. Wow, it's only 4 months?
Yeah, 4 more months.
Holy crap. That's a very short time. Damn.
Right, 4 months.
It's been a while.
Right? June, July, August, September, yeah.
That's going to fly by, man. Yeah, Elaine. Eileen would have been cool. Because of the song.
That's why I wouldn't want to do it.
That's a cool song. That's why I would have. Elaine reminds me of Cheers. Wasn't someone there named Elaine on Cheers?
I don't think so.
No? I thought somebody's name was Elaine.
No.
I don't remember that.
No. Rebecca, Diane.
Carla.
Why am I thinking?
No, I don't.
I'm going to look it up. Elaine, right? Elaine on Cheers?
You probably get something completely out left field.
Elaine is not a bad name. It's
Elaine Smith.
More
Elaine is from
Friends?
No, I think it's from Frasier.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, why is Google search? Why is Carla always pregnant on Cheers?
She has 8 kids.
In real life?
No, on the show.
Oh, okay. You know who she's married to in real life, right?
Yeah, Danny DeVito.
Yeah, my boy. Yeah. Why am I? Okay, I don't know. It's Seinfeld. Yeah, I think you're right, Josh. Yeah, Seinfeld. All right, I don't know why I thought Cheers.
Anyway, I just started blasting.
Yeah, okay, anyway. So this episode, we're going to get into it because later on tonight, in just a few hours, or a couple hours, the Bruins.
Yeah.
Game 5. This one is in Boston or Carolina?
It's in Carolina.
Man, we should have went.
No, neck of the woods.
I've been thinking that because we've played in Carolina before.
But playoff tickets, I think, are a lot of money.
Through the roof.
Yeah. But it would have been cool to go to or see or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, Game 5. I want to say that I think... Okay, so just to put it out there, Mike and Josh know more about hockey than I do. But I'm not, ignorant to it. I know a lot of things about it. It's just, in my opinion, I think on Game 4, the Bruins looked better than they've looked all series, in my opinion. I don't know if am I wrong in that, or you guys...
There was some... Well, obviously... There were some changes after the first 2 games. We put Swayman on net, and we also brought the perfection line back in. But even before the perfection line in regular season, we had DeBrusk on the first line. He was doing perfectly fine. I don't know what happened in playoffs, but apparently they had to do some changes. You have to do some changes because with Game 3 coming up, you're not going to leave Allmark out there who just lost 2 games for you.
Yeah.
And also
I think
switch your lines up. Try to see if you can find some more goal scorers. But I think that was the obvious decision to do at this point in the playoffs. You put your best players on the first line, get something going early, so you don't always have to play catch up later on in the game.
I just hope that this maneuver that they did, like not starting out with the perfection line game 1, might have cost them a game or 2. Because
They probably should have done it earlier.
correct, because now what you got, you're playing catch up now.
Yeah.
You know, you had to win 2 to at least even things up, and now you're going to enemy territory and try to win that one, which is going to be very difficult today, by the way.
Yeah.
Carolina plays extremely well at home. They're a
And-
very
and
fast team.
Their
They're a
crowd
lot-
is electric all the time, too.
They're a lot faster team than the Bruins. The Bruins have a few good, fast, speedy players. Taylor Hall is one of them, and this is DeBrusque is another one. But they're an aging team. You know, they're getting there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and so now you go. Carolina's if they want to win the series, they're going to take advantage of their speed and the way they attack the front of the net. And but like I said, the coach of the Bruins,
Cassidy.
Cassidy.
Bruce Cassidy.
He did a good job by switching up, but I just hope it's not
like he
too
had to.
late. I hope it wasn't too late.
I mean, like you would think, the way the regular season ended, we didn't end on really good terms with the line that we had.
right.
So he probably should have saw this coming going into the playoff series. Like, okay, they were kind of rough at the end of the season, just bringing the perfection line already in the
Right.
playoffs. But you know, I will say this: series is tied at 2, correct?
Yep.
I think the Bruins could pull off this series. They'll win, but I don't think they're going to win
No. the
this
next-
game. This game coming up, I think they're going to lose this one, and if they pull it off, they're winning 2 in a row.
And why is that? You just got a hunch, or
I mean, to win 3 games in a row, that's kind of tough, especially when you're going on the road for the 3rd game to get that streak going. I think I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout either. We'll probably,
Yeah.
to be completely fair, I think we're going to lose 3-1, and the 3rd goal is going to be an empty net.
So it's a tight match. all the
Yeah.
way through.
well, we're all gonna watch together, right? You guys are staying.
Yeah.
staying
Yeah, I'm
for
staying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
that'd be good.
it's turning out to be a real. I mean, I thought Carolina, the way they played the first 2 games, it was going to be a 4-game sweep, and I think pretty much the whole America thought about that. But they've, you know, good for the Bruins, you know, and that they've battled back and tied this thing up. And it comes to this problem every year is they don't have secondary scoring. And in the playoffs, you need 2 to 3 lines continually scoring. And I think if they do end up beating the Carolina Hurricanes, which I don't think they will, and I'm a Bruins fan, but I got to go with matchups here, and I think Carolina has a better matchup than the Bruins do. If somehow the Bruins do beat Carolina, I think they'll have a hard time beating Toronto. I think Toronto's the team to beat this year.
The Lightning have actually been giving Toronto an ass kicking. I'm saying that. I mean, their last game, I think they won pretty
Handedly.
big. Yeah, it was pretty single hand. Like they just clear cut. But I think, like you said, like you need secondary scoring on your
Yeah.
lines and everything. But you
Yeah.
know, we tried that the first 2
Right.
games of the series. It didn't
Yeah.
work. So.
Yep.
But what I kind of like is that maybe those guys kind of warmed up to goal scoring, you know, getting their shots together when they're in the regular season. They were on like different lines.
Yeah.
So I think they actually found a groove. They might have found a groove. They probably got the secondary scores. Like Taylor Hall scored. Taylor Hall's been scoring or whatever. So
He had a couple of goals in the first 2 games.
and then Marchand went off. He's
Yeah.
not secondary, obviously, by no, but
No stretch.
he went off. I think it was 5 points that last game. Or
Right.
whatever.
He did.
Which is what I was gonna say, because last game Marchand finally
Yeah,
has
broke up.
done something. You
Right.
know what I mean? Because everybody was complaining that in the series he hasn't really done much.
Yeah.
So now, if he's hot, does that
Yeah.
mean like maybe they do win 3 in a row? Maybe
Well,
they win 4 in a row. I don't know.
If you're
Winning
a
4
Is
in
it
a row
best out
is
of
tough.
5? Is it best out of 5?
No,
or
it's a
best-
7.
7.
If you're Carolina, you say to yourself, okay, how do you beat the Bruins? You beat them with speed, and you shut down line 1. You shot line down 1, and your percentages of winning goes way up. And you know, I still believe in that. The Bruins.
Yeah, but who's
They-
in line? Who's in line 2? Taylor Hall. We got Taylor Hall second line.
Yeah.
Is DeBrusque in the same line as him?
DeBrusque is on the second line with Craig Smith. So
Okay, Smith, Hall, and DeBrusque. I feel like that's
again,
that's pretty
these
good.
guys are not playmakers. They're about 18, 20 goal year guys, and what they do is they get in front of the net, tip ins, and so forth. They're not playmakers. Now Marchand is a playmaker.
Taylor Hall
The-
is capable of
Patrice, Taylor Hall, but if he doesn't have the recipient on the other side to finish it off, then it's like, you know. And then line 3, forget it. You got Lazar and you got, I don't know who it is now, but you just don't have the depth on that team like, you know, when Krejci was on the Bruins, that opened another line, but then they used them the wrong way.
Krejci was amazing.
Krejci was great.
The coach was telling him to score, like try to score more, but he had so many assists. Why would you want to do that?
No, Krejci was a great playmaker.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
That's what you needed on that line too, and you don't have that kind of a player.
Where's Coyle?
Now.
Where's Coyle?
Coyle is a guy that doesn't shoot enough. All he does is dances around the net.
I actually like Coyle.
Coyle just doesn't shoot enough. He has opportunity. Like yesterday in Game 4.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, he had an opportunity. He was one-on-one with the goalie. And what does he do? He does a wrap around the net and does nothing. And when you're that close, dude, shoot it on net because you never know what could happen, right? Rebounds is the main key of any success in hockey. My coach used to tell me all the time.
Just put it on
tell
net.
The team, put it on net because and then you attack the net for rebounds, you know. And the Bruins actually scored a goal.
It was off a rebound.
The second goal, actually.
It was off a rebound.
It was off a rebound. The goalie didn't know where it was, and then they contested that shot, that goal, you know, it stand. And it went in, and that's what you got to do with teams like that.
What I think, we're just going off right now, but
yeah, I'm just chilling. You guys go ahead.
But what I think is there's two things we need to look out for in this for the rest of the series, maybe for the rest of the playoff series, for the whole postseason. We got to reduce the penalties. We got to reduce that because I feel like we're always on a penalty, and it's stupid penalties.
Right.
And because I noticed that Nosek is always in penalty trouble, and it's stupid penalties.
Yeah.
And of course, Marchand's going to get in the box. He leads the NHL history in suspended games. He's that kind of a player, so he'll get in the box.
Love that guy. I love that guy.
And then what was it? Like a few games ago, Bergeron, when a pass was coming to a Kane, he took his stick and straight tomahawked to the other guy's stick and pretty much yanked it out of his hands. That is clear as day going to be a penalty. I mean, so I feel like we're making stupid penalties. Stupid penalties, which is allowing more goals, which I'm not faulting Allmark too much for this because we're always in penalty trouble. And when you're in penalty trouble, obviously power plays, defense doesn't hold up, and Allmark was put in tough situations.
It's safe to say that Swayman is a better polished.
Oh, for sure.
Better polished goalie.
When the series first started, I said we should start Swayman. The first game, I thought so.
Don't know why he went with Hallmark in games 1 and 2, especially on the road. I think he should have gone with the shot guy, a guy with a little more polish in his game, and that would have been Swayman.
I mean, Hallmark's he's been in the NHL for quite a bit. Swayman. Who is he, like 23 years old?
Yeah, he's still a very young guy. He's still got a hell of a future.
Let me ask you guys this, because you might know, I don't know, because me and Matt were talking about it the other day, and we're just like, what happened? So, Rask came back for what? How many games?
Like
10?
4? Like it was like it might have been
Not even
less
10.
than 10.
But what was the deal with that? Why did they bring him back?
He wanted to come back and a backup role. You know, give it another shot.
Yeah, but already had 2 goalies. So.
Yeah, and he signed for $1 million. You know, he wanted to give it another round.
And then he stunk.
And that's how I said all along, he's not a playoff guy. He's not a playoff goalie.
But,
he's a good regular
put it this
season.
way.
He's just not fit for that.
Put it this way. This was the first year of Allmark, right?
Yes, for the Bruins, yes.
So when the Bruins have a new goalie, and when we first started, Allmark was, like we just didn't know what to think of him.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why, but like we sent down Swayman when Rask came in.
Exactly.
But I think that's just because Swayman's younger, and they were just like, well, you can be there. You're gonna come back up.
Well, the problem is there was no options for Allmark. Either you trade him, and you can't be sent down to the minors.
And we went out and got him, so you want to make use of him.
Correct.
So, but like I said, Swayman being younger, it's like Rask is going to be here not for long. Yeah. Just stay down there for a little bit. You're going to be back up.
Well, the problem is too is you're looking at $3.5 million $4 million, I think, compared to $700,000.
Yeah.
You want a guy
exactly
playing in the in Providence for.
Do you think Rask came back because he wanted to make up for how he looked bad? that those playoffs when he just left?
He did that years ago. He kind of did that by losing.
Years ago? How long was that?
Well, no, I'm saying no. You're right about that.
Like when he
That was 2020.
when he just left, right?
What I'm
when he was just
saying
like,
is-
I want to go be with my family and kids or whatever.
What I'm saying is when he had a chance to win a Stanley Cup against the Blackhawks and he blew that. Then he went and
The
against the Blues.
Oh, so
he blew
he
that.
had a chance already, is what you're saying.
It's
I'm
like-
just saying the way he left. Remember when he was just like, "Yeah, I'm out of here."
Yeah,
It was
that's
like,
2020.
So that just happened,
Right.
And
Exactly.
he didn't come back for 21.
Yeah, he
Well,
did.
this is the 2021-2022
Yeah,
season.
he came in this year.
Yeah. Well, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Do you
So it was
think
a
because
20.
of what he did in 20,
Correct.
the way he left, because he was just like in the middle of the playoffs, he was just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I want to get out of here."
I said that from the beginning. I never agreed with that.
that
I
was
mean,
messed up,
a
dude.
leader-
We actually talked about that on one of our episodes, but
A quarterback in football is considered a leader. A goalie is also the leader of your team because he stops all the pucks. Everything goes through him. right?
isn't Bergeron the captain? And
He is, but not. But as far as like, if you have a bad goal, you start in hockey. You start from goalie, defense, and up front. That's how you start your team, right? You have a good goalie,
I
good
wouldn't
defense.
do that. I would start with maybe at least goalie first, then offense. Defense can be mediocre.
You have bad defense. We've seen some defenses that your team's just crappy all the way around. You can score as many goals and you'll give up so many goals, right? So it's the same thing with pitching in baseball. You start with good pitching and then the offense and defense and then offense, right?
let's not get into the Red Sox
Yeah.
They're going complete opposite.
because I am upset.
I've been saying for years when he signed that 8-year deal with an extension with the Bruins, I could tell the guy was not a goalie made for play. He's not a clutch
Well,
player.
yeah, because how many years did he play for them? Every playoffs, he was just terrible.
He just gave up goals in the end of periods with seconds left.
Yeah, or blowing it late in the third, or
It was not a guy that you can depend on. And I'm not saying Swayman is going to win the series, but I think from the way he covers the net from post to post, if you ever guys notice,
He's slow.
yeah, Rask was slow. He would be on this side, the puck would be on, and then he would notice it, then he would go. Swayman just goes right away. He knows.
anticipates
It seems like whenever a puck gets past Rask, he automatically just kind of just gives up a little bit. I over the years when Rask was playing for us, I just shit on him like the whole time. Like I was just like, dude, I hate.
You're
Rask.
not the only one though. A lot of people do.
I was like, I hate Rask. He lets everything go so easily. Like he's so like.
Watch Swayman give up 5 tonight.
No, but like this is the thing is just like I did all of that over the years, and then here comes Allmark, and I'm like, oh shit, where's Rask? I was like, I want Rask.
Well, the first few games he looked horrible.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, I want Rask
He did
back. Like,
straighten
what's
out
going on?
during the season.
He did, and then it also helps that they have him and Swayman platooning. But I really like Swayman. Like the difference between him and Rask is just night and day for me.
Yeah.
I mean, like he's. If you saw like the 2 games ago or whatever, I think Swayman was on net, and this guy was. They were all in front of the net, and this guy was left pad, right pad, like he was all over the place.
Yeah, the thing-
Rask would have stood in butterfly position, just looking.
Right.
But Swayman's like he's already like moving,
Yeah.
and he's so alert. And Rask, I mean,
Quickness.
Yeah, I mean,
There's no quickness in Rask. The thing about Rask, he played this position very well, like corners to spots where the puck was, and then if it hit him, great. But if it didn't, he was not a guy that had the quickness enough to make the stop.
not
you
much,
know what I'm saying?
Not much of like like you said, post to post, or even a rebound control kind of guy.
Give up a lot of rebounds, dude.
But I'm saying, I think we should stick with Swayman,
Yes.
and for years, I want to keep him, and just give him he's 23.
Yeah.
Just give him a couple more years, a little more experience on net, and I think he
Yeah.
would actually be an elite goalie. He'll be
Yeah.
up there.
Hey, look at the Bruins. They actually won Game 4 without McAvoy
Yeah.
and Lindholm,
Yep.
and so
2 defensemen.
I think if one of those 2 guys come back, one's from had COVID issues right now,
I think McAvoy had COVID.
and then Lindholm is I guess was a shoulder injury or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's questionable.
But if they're gonna pull a big one tonight, they need one of those guys back.
So McAvoy, we don't know if he's back tonight.
I think Lindholm is. I'm not too certain, but I don't think McAvoy is ready yet.
And Game 5 is in Carolina. Game 6 Boston.
Yes.
And then back to Carolina Game 7.
That's right.
That sucks. All that traveling, dude.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of days in between. Like,
How do you think the the Stanley Cup feels? You know what I mean? Like say San Jose faces
When they go to
Boston.
the East,
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they go all
Across
the way
the
up.
country. Yeah,
you're going coast to coast.
3,000
sucks.
miles and.
All right, so obviously we're all Bruins fans here. So without being biased, who wins this series? Is it the Bruins or is it Carolina? Because Carolina has been close for that championship for a few years. They're really good.
I'll say this,
and they keep coming back, and they're always in the playoffs. So Carolina looks great. I'm not gonna lie. I like the Bruins, but Carolina is a really great team.
Carolina has, in my opinion, has always had a good hockey team, and they won in 2006. And they've always seemed like they've been in playoff contention, like almost every year. Yeah, they're always there.
Always there.
They have an amazing team this year. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Bruins are gonna pull up the upset.
That's biased.
I feel
that's a bias.
it's not
biased
biased.
ass answer right there.
This is what I'm saying, though. This is why I said we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose this game,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna win the next two.
you're just trying to map it out.
We're gonna win the next two because we go. This game's in Carolina,
Then Boston.
Then Boston.
Carolina.
And back to Carolina.
and then back to Carolina. So we're gonna lose in Carolina, win in Boston, and then win in Carolina to finish the
That
series.
game 7 is gonna be nuts, though. If that happens like that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think Carolina's going to win. I'm a big Bruins fan, but just looking at matchups, I think that Carolina is a much faster team and a more finesse team than the Bruins are.
What would it take for the Bruins to win for you?
The Bruins have to play a more physical style. They have to, in the neutral zone, they have to really bump them out of play, because that's how you create 3-on-2s and 2-on-1s, and they're given all the liberty in the neutral zone for them to cross the blue line, at ease. The Bruins have a hard time crossing the blue line because they're there. But for some reason, they go deep into the blue line and then they create their plays. And that's how Carolina's so good at it. And if the Bruins, if they get one of the defensemen back, or hopefully two of them, and shut that down a little bit and play a physical style, they have a shot at winning the series. But if they don't play physical style, if they're going to try to compete with them on the finesse game, they're not going to compete with the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes will win.
I want to see one of these games go overtime. I want to see tonight go overtime.
I hate when it goes overtime and you lose.
Yeah, I know.
It might be. Yeah, that might happen. That might happen in Boston.
So you guys have one apiece. I'm gonna say the Bruins will get the series. My thinking is if Marchand is hot like he was last game, then you got Marchand back, and I mean I love that front line. I love Bergeron, Pasternak, and Marchand. I think that's one of the best front lines
In a long time.
in the league. I mean that's just that they're really that good, and that's not just saying that as a Bruins fan. I mean any one of those three guys could lead the league in goals, or any one of them can end up being an MVP. Like they're that good, each individual guy, and when they work together and they're all hot, it's hard to beat them. But yeah, I could see the defense and playing physical, and you need the goalie to be top notch to be the top notch team. But
I think the other line will probably be Tampa Bay's number one line.
I was gonna say
the better than the Bruins.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Tampa, Edmonton. Edmonton's got a good first line,
Yes.
and maybe Washington.
Well, I'm not saying the Bruins have the best out of everybody. I'm just saying they are one of them.
They're up
I mean,
there.
they can compete with anybody.
They're up there.
They can, and Patrice got a nice little stitch under his eye last game. That guy is just a workhorse.
You know what's funny though, because like when you watch hockey and you see somebody get hurt, it's different from any other sport. So like if when you're watching like baseball and like you see one of your players get hurt, you're like, crap, he's gonna be out of the game. He's not coming back in the game. It's like, crap, how long is he gonna be out for now? Like months, whatever. Bergeron was bleeding on the TV the other day, and I was like, yes, we got a double. I thought it was a major. I was like, it's a major, and they said double minor. I was like, all right, whatever. A double minor is still great, but like you get excited when you see blood from your.
And he wanted to continue and play.
Yeah.
And then he was bleeding like crazy.
You know
too.
what else is another difference between injuries and between sports is like say a guy gets hit by a pitch in baseball, we're like, oh, like all right, he's probably gonna be out for the game or whatever. If some guy gets injured in hockey and someone injures that guy,
He's back.
Yo, we're just like, oh yeah, like rip his freaking head off. Like he's gonna
his
get
ass.
checked.
Yeah.
He's gonna be up against the boards. Like
love
we're
that,
all
though.
over that guy.
I love that.
That's what I love about it. But let me say this: these are the things that the Bruins need to do to pull out this series. Taylor Hall needs to gather the damn puck, because that guy, whenever he gets the puck, he's like, it seems like he's always trying to find it, and it gets picked off.
I have it?
Yeah, like they pass it to him, and then he'll like, get it in the backhand, and he'd be like, oh look, like he's just moving his stick all the way around, and then he does it. He's been doing it like for the past 2 years. I hate that. I hate that about Hall. But
I do like him though.
I like Hall. He just needs to gather the damn puck. All right, but also
Get it together, Hall.
Also, reduce penalties. That's another thing. Also,
There's a lot of things here.
yes. Well, I mean, there's a lot of factors you need to like step up in playoffs.
Okay.
All right,
All
like
right.
you said, Marshawn's staying hot. All right, I'm confident in the first line.
Okay.
Second line needs to pick it up. They need to pick up some weight because first line you can't just rely on them. Obviously,
Yeah.
I don't know who's on second line. To be honest, it may be Smith, maybe Coyle, whatever. We know DeBrusque and Hall. Maybe those guys need to step up this playoff series. It's not just about the first line.
Right.
Obviously, Swayman, he needs to hold it down, but also the defense needs to
Yeah.
play their part.
And Brown has played well in the
Josh
play,
Brown, yeah.
in the place of those two guys are missing. So it's really
But yeah,
good.
the two major things, Taylor Hall is not a major thing of gathering the puck. I think the two major things are second line needs to hold their weight and reduce our penalties.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go. Before we go, let's predict the final score for tonight. You said 3-1.
3-1
You're
with an
going-
empty netter on the third goal.
You're going with that. Do you want me to give you time, or are you
No, I got it. 4-2 Carolina.
4-2 Carolina? For me, I'll say 3-2 Boston.
Woo!
3-2 Boston.
3-2 Boston.
I
Marchand's
want to
back.
change. I
baby.
want to change my answer.
Oh, okay.
4-2 Carolina.
That's what he said, right?
Yeah, but fourth goal empty netter.
Okay.
Okay, I said 4-2
So
Carolina.
4-2 Carolina for you both.
Yeah.
And I'll say, just to be fun,
3-2
3-2
you.
Bruins overtime.
All right, who do you think? All right,
Let's
So
go,
Bruins are
dude.
going to score 2 goals, right? For us, who's going to score the first goal?
For the Bruins?
Who's going to score a goal? For the
A
Bruins
goal
tonight?
for the Bruins. I say DeBrusque.
I was feeling DeBrusque. I
And-
would say pasta. I'm going to say pasta.
I say DeBrusque and Pasta.
Okay.
I say Pasta and Marchand, because he's back.
Pasta and Coyle.
Okay.
It's going to be hard to keep track of all of this, but we'll listen
We're
to it
gonna have
later.
to renew the tape back.
we recorded it.
We'll remember it. So 4-2 from Mike and Josh. Carolina win. I say 3-2 Boston in overtime. And I don't know what one of us will get if we get it right, and we'll just, I don't know, bragging rights or something.
Yeah.
So let's wrap up. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, all that good stuff on YouTube. We're gonna be putting out more stuff. We got another episode coming up, I guess, about the Celtics soon. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna do another episode about the Celtics. Yeah. So tonight, Bruins, Carolina Panthers, Carolina Hurricanes, Panthers. By the way, they got a quarterback finally. Anyway, okay. So Bruins and Hurricanes tonight in just a couple hours, and go Bruins. And hopefully this doesn't go Game 7, even though I think it'd be cool. All good? You guys good? Final anything? Final words? Anything?
Good,
Go
man.
Bruins.
Go Bruins. Yeah,
Bruins.
for sure. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you on the next episode.